All right, let's talk about another watch. We've got the Hamilton Khaki Field Titanium Automatic. And I don't know if that's the official name, but it is a khaki field watch from Hamilton, and it is an automatic, and it is in titanium, and it even tells you it's automatic right on the dial. This is just such an awesome looking dial. It's blue, titanium case, leather strap. This is not the original strap, and we'll talk about that. But this is what Cliff really likes. Cliff is my friend up in Alaska. I don't even know the name or the company that this is from. I didn't really look. Desari? Don't know who they are. I'm not a big strap guy, but it's all leather, and it has a very nice looking and working deployant clasp. And I just love the way this is all worn in, and it just looks great. Also wears really good. It's super comfortable. This is a light watch though, and I don't own any titanium watches yet. I keep looking every time I'm at my AD at the Omega No Time to Die Seamaster SMP 300. One, I really want an actual James Bond watch. I've got my own version of the Seamaster 300 here that you can see upside down because that's how I picked it up. And I love this watch, but it's not a Bond watch. And I've got a Planet Ocean, and I love that, but it's not a Bond watch. So at some point, I really need a Bond watch. However, the No Time to Die is all titanium, and it's on a mesh bracelet. I have worn it around my ADs for probably longer than he wants me to wear it around. But it's titanium, so it's super light. And I think it might be too light on my wrist for me. I'm not sure. That's why I haven't dropped the money on that. This one I have been wearing around for a few days also, and it is light. I like a little bit of... I don't want to forget that the watch is on my wrist, if that makes sense. When I kind of move my wrist, I want the watch to move, and I'll show you a wrist shot in a minute. But this one is so light, it just doesn't really move. It just kind of sits there, right? So this weighs in at 2.4 ounces. You guys can do the math. I'm not a drug dealer, so I don't have a scale that measures grams, okay? I didn't do the math on this one. Anyway, this is 42 millimeters by 52 millimeter lug to lug, 20 millimeter lug width, so you can change it to a lot of different straps. It's super thin at 11.6. I think on their website it says 11.4, but super thin, which is very nice. Sapphire crystal. And you can see Cliff wears this. He calls this his beater watch. He wears this a lot, he told me. He goes, this one is absolutely a keeper watch. The Omega Speedmaster that I just recently filmed from him, that one, once it ships back to him, he's selling it. Like, he likes it, but he's going to sell it. Okay, cool. It's not a Bond watch. I liked it, but I'm not, I didn't love it, so I'm not buying it and not shipping it to him, if that makes sense. So, Sapphire Crystal, H-10 is the movement. It's automatic. It's 100 meter water resistant, 7 millimeter crown. It is not a screw down crown. That's why you only have that 100 meters. It's just a push pull crown. There is no date. Typically your field watches do not have dates. It does have the 24-hour markings inside, which I like. At some point, I do want to get a true 24-hour watch where it literally has 24 indices around. I think that'd be cool. And I also kind of want to get a one-handed watch where there's just one hand. And I think it might have a second hand. I don't remember. I think that'd be kind of cool too. It's not for super precise, accurate timing because it just kind of gives you that 120, 130-ish mark, you know. That's a whole different video. All right, so the reference number on this, which is in the title, is H705455 6540. Now, one of the beauties of this is its power reserve. It has an 80-hour, yes, 80-hour power reserve. So that means you take this off, come back to it 3 days later, and it's still running. So you could easily take this off Friday night when you get home from work, if this is your working watch. Take the weekend off, pick it back up on Monday, and you're still good to go. That is awesome. I just love this dial. That blue kind of gradients as it goes around. It's just awesome. And it's got really good lume. It's not that dark in here again, but I will kind of, let me turn the light off here. And you can see what lights up. And even though it's not dark in here, you can still see what you get. Now, it's really bright, but it's not going to last very long at this brightness. About 30, 40 minutes in, your eyes have adjusted to the night, and you can still see this. You could probably see this all night long if you wake up in the middle of the night and it's on your nightstand, because your eyes have kind of adjusted. You'll be able to kind of see. That's what I was kind of impressed with my S&P 300. It lasts all night long too. It's very faint, but your eyes are adjusted, so it works. Okay, let me zoom back out. Let me put this on, which, yes, it is a little tight to get on, and Cliff said the same thing. We have the same size wrist, roughly. Mine is about 7 1/4. I haven't measured in a while. I think I've eaten too many pizzas lately, so it might be 7 1/4 plus a little. Don't know. But it will move, but I like a little bit more feel. So I'm not sure a titanium watch is really for me. I don't know. All right, so I brought out a couple of other 42 millimeters just to kind of compare. Here it is with the S&P 300, true dive watch. The helium escape valve up here at the 10 o'clock. You either love it or hate it. Me, I'm just kind of like, whatever. It's just part of the watch. It's good to me. And then I brought out this Tudor. This is the Heritage Ranger. And it is actually a 41 millimeter. But it's hard to tell a difference. It almost looks bigger, depending on how you're looking. Again, super clean and classy. Not a lot of stuff going on here. No date, no nothing. Just classic, in my opinion. So when my buddy's wife was selling that, I had to grab it. Hamilton makes some great stuff. They make a lot of movie watches. Interstellar, they had 2 watches in that movie. Men in Black, I think it was, has a watch that's kind of like a triangle on its side. They've done the Pulsar. They've done a bunch of cool watches. I've owned some before. I just don't own any at this point. These are still current. He bought this one or got this one used, maybe. I don't remember. But the warranty card has 2022 on the date. And they run about $1,000. New on the Hamilton website. It's, I think, $1,050. I've seen them used on the secondary at like Chrono 24, Jomo Shop, things like that in that 700-ish range, if it's something that interests you. I think it's a cool watch. What do you guys think? Are you even into watches? Should I do watch videos, or should I just skip the whole watch thing and focus on the knives and the flashlights and that cool stuff? I'd love your opinion. I'm going to do what I got to do anyway, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know down below, and I think I have a Hamilton playlist. I'll put it up here in the corner. Thanks, guys.